There's a skeleton over there. I imagine once we get out of the starter area, the mobs will not be as picked over. Kind of as we get out of the starting cluster and people start falling off and, you know, doing their own thing. But we'll see. It's kind of a double-edged sword. You kind of like to see other people in the world. It makes it feel more alive. Also, at the same time, it takes longer to complete your quest objectives because everything's dead. Another cheeky resist. Bonk you with our staff. I mean, really what I should probably be doing, instead of just really searching for these skeletons, I probably should just be knocking out all these zombies and stuff and taking advantage of the easy XP here at the start. I currently also have my Night Elf Let's Play going, the retail Night Elf. That's one reason I picked Horde, to kind of change it up a little bit. And traditionally, I usually play Horde. On retail, I kind of switched to Alliance. Also, I mean, right now on retail, your allegiance doesn't really seem to matter. Got cross-faction guilds coming in the next patch. Already have cross-faction grouping and stuff like that, but I definitely encourage you, if this sounds any kind of interesting to you, to check it out. You know, check out the hardcore playthrough, the rules, download the mod. When you first log in on a new character, it actually pops up with the mod, so you can set it up. You can do like additional achievements and things like that to make it even tougher. I chose not to do any of those extra things on this playthrough because I think that it's going to be hard enough as it is. Still no bags either. Come on, skeleton, you got a money pouch on you? No, but you do have a cloak. Every little bit of armor counts. Ooh, that's not good. I'm gonna have to slow down on my chain pulling our mana bar the way it is. I'm just raring to go. I'm ready to get out there. I'm ready to get to 10 to start getting talent points, and I'm excited because I haven't played Classic in a while. But that's kind of how the hardcore challenge is. You get a little overzealous, you get to going too fast, you make, you know, one or two mistakes, and that's all she wrote. But if you're curious, the challenge is possible. I know that there's other people who have completed it. There's been hardcore guild groups to go into Molten Core and do the raid at level 60. That is very brave, is all I have to say. Now granted, the raids in Classic are not as difficult as, like, say, what's going on in retail right now. So if you compare like Molten Core to Vault of the Incarnates, it's not even close. But even in Molten Core, if people don't follow mechanics or if people aren't paying attention, you can die real quick and then you're done. It's kind of like that dungeon conundrum, but with a lot more people. A lot more people having to pay attention. Who is that has the bomb? Is it Baron Geddon, I think, that has the bomb? That can wipe a raid if that person's not paying attention. Stuff like that. There's just all kinds of things in this game that can kill you real quick. Mainly because the game is actually designed for you to be able to die and for it not to be, too much of a penalty when you do. So when you add the hardcore challenge into a game that is made to, handle you dying, and they kind of expect you to die at least a handful of times, you gotta really be careful, watch what you're doing. Is that a skeleton? No, that's a zombie. We just need one more skeleton, guys, come on. We are almost level 4. If I remember right, in Classic, you get new spells and abilities that you're trainer like every other level. I think it's on even levels. So, at level 2 was probably Frostbolt, if I had to guess. There'd probably be something else at level 4. Oh, sorry, taking a drink there. Alright, let's go turn our stuff in.
What would you ask of death?
What is it?
Alright, here's your animal pieces, you weirdo. I'm sure if we read the quest, you'd have a good reason. I did notice that with playing the Night Elf and reading the quests, even those low-level quests. I mean, I haven't read those quests in years, not since my first playthrough when I started playing when Burning Crusade came out. So it's been quite a while since I've read those quests. And actually, I guess most of the quests aren't even going to be the same quests after Cataclysm, so some of them I don't know if I've ever read, to be honest.
What is it?
Let's go sell our stuff and see how much money we have for training.
Be quick about your business. Watch your back.
2 silver.
What now?
Alright, Isabella, what you got? Conjure water, Frostbolt. We can afford both.
Beware the living.
Frostbolt, let's see, 18 to 20. I mean, for right now, Frostbolt is just superior at this rank. The big one, though, is going to be that Conjure Water, I think. As long as we're in a safe place while we're conjuring it, because it does zap your mana. That was one thing about picking a mage, is I knew that we'd be able to make our own water, save money, be able to teleport, save time. All those kind of little convenience type things. Alright, scavenged goods, Samuel's remains buried, and then the dangerous spiders. I think one of those, I think it's the night web spiders, are aggroed. I could be mistaken. Too many versions of the game, too many years played. Can't keep it all straight. Buff ourselves while we're not doing anything with our mana. There's some goods. So yeah, I kind of run around here and just kind of look for these goods. Now later on, I ain't going to be able to do this. We're going to have to be clearing out everything to do quests, because we don't want stuff coming up behind us, trying to sneak and do shortcuts. I figure will be one of the things that gets you killed in hardcore. I know that they also, talking back about dungeons, is to try to stop people from boosting. If you're out of the level range, the experience for everybody gets severely cut. And I know that last time I played Classic, that became kind of an issue because I'd still have quests that I'd need to get done and I'd need to run a dungeon, but I'd be like one level over the cap, or the the recommended level, and everybody would didn't want to take me in the dungeon because they were worried about their experience. So that's going to be kind of another thing. By the time I feel strong enough to do a dungeon, we might be too close to the level threshold to not even be able to go. I'm not sure. But that's a ways down the line. So there's the young spider. It is still a neutral mob. Oh yeah, Frostbolt's just better at this rank.
I'm out of range.
Now, obviously, talent-wise, it would be smart to go Frost for this playthrough. You get the slows, you get, Ice Block, stuff like that. I think Ice Block is in the talent tree in Classic.
I need to get closer.
You get better uses of things like Frost Nova. Will I go Frost? I don't know. Fire seems like it would be fun.
My mana is low.
So we'll just have to kind of see. And then that being said, I think the talent for boosting wand damage is actually in the arcane tree, so that might be something I look at if I get that far, which hopefully I do. Got our water here. Where's it at? There we go. So yeah, like I said earlier, I've been playing this game fairly consistently since right after Burning Crusade launched. That's when my friend actually got me, he introduced me to this game, which I still don't know if it was a good or a bad thing, to be honest. But he got me a trial account set up, and the first character I ever rolled was a human warrior, and that's actually split with my hunter right now as my co-main. Is that original character that I made all those years ago. Now granted, it's been server transferred a couple times and had some name changes and stuff like that, but it's kind of cool to be playing on my my original character that I made on my account when it was still a trial account. Spider was a little bit tougher, and it's still the young one. Better get some more mana. Oh, yep, here we go. Our first aggro mobs. Got the red names. So that means this cave will be, so far, the most dangerous place we have ventured. We gotta be really careful about things popping up behind you, respawning. Especially since we don't know when all these spiders died, so we don't know about how long until they come back. And that's a little squishy mage at level 4. We don't have any defense against them. Our armor sucks. We have no way to snare them other than like Frostbolt. No blink yet. So yeah, gotta be careful. Very easily could get overwhelmed, especially if you run around like an idiot with no mana like I'm trying to do.